Hey, welcome back. We already have a warm Tuesday afternoon already underway. Here's a live look outside in our Sky 9 camera facing downtown Baton Rouge. We have a good bit of those puffy clouds out there. That's a signal that the humidity is back today. Temperature-wise, most of us are in those upper 80s. We're 89 at Baton Rouge, 88 in Hammond. Macomb, though, a little bit cooler at 83. Down on the coast, though, we're already seeing those low 90s, 90 degrees in Homa. With the humidity, we're not feeling like our actual temperatures. We're feeling like the upper 90s. New Roads, Baton Rouge at 98. Hammond at 99, and along the coast already seeing those triple digits this afternoon. So yes, it's going to be another hot, typical summer day with those summer storms returning through the afternoon. Right now, though, not seeing a lot inland. We did see a little bit of a downpour start to go up near sunrise, but that's quickly fizzled out. A lot of the activity right now is along the coast, which we expected, seeing a storm near New Orleans Metro, and then as we go closer to the coast, just seeing those spotty downpours, and we're going to see those lifting inland through the afternoon and especially into the evening. That's when I think we'll see the best coverage in terms of storms. Still going to be another hot day. I think our afternoon highs will get into the low 90s today, and then once we get into the afternoon, that coverage with those scattered storms increasing around the dinner time hours, and then we'll see those temperatures slowly cool into the upper 70s. So playing that out on the modeling here, here's 1 o'clock. The model is already starting to pop up some isolated showers and storms, and then becoming more scattered through the afternoon, very hit and miss on into the late afternoon as well. Once we get closer to dinner time, though, I think we'll see some better coverage in those hit and miss storms. But then once we get into sunset, we lose the daytime energy, and then everything will quickly fizzle out to a warm and muggy overnight. So the storms are going to continue each day, mainly in the afternoon. That's our typical summertime pattern. Rain chances varying, maybe a little bit higher as we get into the weekend, but for the most part, we're going to keep those summertime storms through the rest of the work week. All right, lots to talk about in the tropics. We have Tropical Storm Dexter, not going to bother us, going to continue up towards the northeast and open ocean, but we are going to monitor an area just off the southeast coast for a medium chance of development through the next 7 days, but a low chance the next couple of days. We also have a wave that's moving off the coast of Africa. This still has a medium chance of development. Now, this is from earlier this morning, so we're likely going to see an update from the National Hurricane Center as we get into the afternoon. Here's Tropical Storm Dexter, not going to bother us, but we are going to be watching that area off the southeast coast. Doesn't look like much, but right now we're going to have to watch for a broad area of low pressure, and then it looks like the satellite's having a little bit of an issue there, but we've got a lot of tropical waves moving off the coast of Africa, which is typical for this time of year. So playing that out, we've got high pressure over the central Atlantic. That's going to take Dexter up towards the north and east, so it's not going to bother anybody there. We'll have to watch for that moisture pulling off the east coast. Looks like we could see some sort of tropical depression forming. That's what the models are handling right now. Also watch, we've got a lot of moisture down here that we could see that slide into the Gulf Coast, so the National Hurricane Center not highlighting that yet, but we've got several things to watch now that we're into August, into the Gulf, and also you notice behind me several African waves continuing off the coast there. So now that we're into August, a couple things to remind you about is stay prepared for one as we get closer into the more active part of hurricane season. 2, be careful of what you see on social media. It's likely that we'll see a hurricane forming later into the month, but do we know where it's going to go yet? We don't. All right, back here at home, though, not much change in our pattern. We're going to keep it hot in those low to mid 90s and our typical summertime storms each day. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back with more 9 News at noon.